I'm 92 years old, and I want to show you something. I can hold this position for over 30 seconds. I walk without assistance, I've never used a cane, and I haven't had a fall in over 15 years. This wasn't always the case. When I was 77, I had two scary near falls within 1 month. I was getting dizzy when I stood up. My legs felt weak. I was starting to grab onto furniture when I walked through my house. My doctor warned me that if I fell and broke a hip, my entire life would change. That terrified me because I'd seen it happen to friends. One fall, and suddenly they're in assisted living, losing their independence. So I got serious. I worked with my doctor, a physical therapist, and a nutritionist. And what I discovered was that 5 specific foods, 5 simple, everyday foods, could target the exact reasons balance declines as we age. Within 6 months of eating these foods daily, my balance tests improved dramatically. My physical therapist was shocked. Within 2 years, I was more stable on my feet than I'd been in my 60s. Today, I'm going to share these 5 foods with you, explain exactly why they work, and show you how I incorporate them into my daily routine. So let's get started. Before I share the 5 foods, you need to understand why we lose balance as we age, because once you understand the problem, the solution makes perfect sense. Balance depends on 5 key systems in your body. First, your inner ear, the vestibular system, which acts like a gyroscope telling your brain where you are in space. This can deteriorate with age and inflammation. Second, your muscles, especially in your legs and core, which need to be strong enough to catch you and stabilize you. These decline without proper protein and nutrients. Third, your nerves, which send signals from your feet to your brain about what surface you're standing on. These can become damaged without proper B vitamins. Fourth, your bones, particularly bone density, because weak bones make falls more dangerous and can even affect your posture and stability. And fifth, inflammation. Chronic inflammation affects all these systems and is a hidden cause of dizziness and imbalance. The beautiful thing is that specific foods can target each of these 5 systems. That's exactly what I'm going to show you. Food number 1 is wild-caught salmon, and I eat 4 to 6 ounces of it at least 4 times per week. This is my nerve protector. Here's why salmon is crucial for balance. It's loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, which are essential for nerve health. Your peripheral nerves, the ones in your feet and legs that send balance signals to your brain, are wrapped in a protective coating called myelin. Omega-3s help maintain this coating. Studies show that seniors with higher omega-3 levels have significantly better balance and lower fall risk. One study from the Journal of Gerontology found that omega-3 supplementation improved balance scores by 35% in people over 65. But salmon does even more. The omega-3s reduce inflammation throughout your body, including in your inner ear. Inflammation in the vestibular system is a major but overlooked cause of dizziness and imbalance. Wild-caught is important because it has higher omega-3 content and fewer contaminants than farmed salmon. I eat salmon for lunch on Mondays and Thursdays and for dinner on Saturdays and Sundays. I keep it simple, baked with lemon and herbs or pan-seared with olive oil. No complicated recipes needed. If you can't afford salmon 4 times a week, even twice a week makes a difference. You can also use sardines or mackerel. They're cheaper and have excellent omega-3 content. Food number 2 is plain Greek yogurt, and I eat 1 cup of it every single morning. This is my muscle builder. Balance requires strong muscles, especially in your legs and core. After age 50, we naturally lose 1 to 2% of our muscle mass per year, a condition called sarcopenia. Weak muscles mean poor stability and higher fall risk. Greek yogurt is a protein powerhouse. 1 cup contains about 20 grams of high-quality protein, nearly as much as 3 eggs. But here's what makes it special for balance. It's incredibly easy to digest and absorb, which matters because our digestive efficiency decreases with age. The protein in Greek yogurt contains all 9 essential amino acids, particularly leucine, which triggers muscle protein synthesis. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who consumed 25 to 30 grams of protein at breakfast maintained significantly more muscle mass than those who ate protein mainly at dinner. But Greek yogurt does something else critical for balance. It's rich in calcium and often fortified with vitamin D. This combination supports bone density, which we'll talk more about with food number 3. I eat my Greek yogurt every morning topped with berries and a tablespoon of ground flaxseed for extra omega-3s. The key is plain, unsweetened yogurt. The flavored versions are loaded with sugar, which actually increases inflammation. If you're lactose intolerant, lactose-free Greek yogurt works just as well. Food number 3 is dark leafy greens, specifically kale, spinach, collard greens, and Swiss chard. I eat at least 2 cups of these every single day. This is my bone strengthener. Now, you might be thinking, aren't dairy products the bone strengtheners? Yes, calcium is important, but there's a nutrient that's equally critical and often overlooked: vitamin K. Dark leafy greens are the richest source of vitamin K1, which activates proteins that bind calcium to your bones. Without adequate vitamin K, calcium can't properly integrate into your bone matrix. You can take all the calcium supplements in the world, but without K, it won't strengthen your bones. Strong bones are essential for balance because bone density affects your posture and structural stability. Osteoporosis causes compression fractures in the spine, which change your center of gravity and make falls more likely. But here's what's really remarkable. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who ate 1 or more servings of leafy greens daily had a 45% lower risk of hip fracture compared to those who ate them less than once a week. These greens also contain magnesium, which is crucial for muscle function and nerve signaling, both essential for balance. I have a big salad with mixed greens for lunch every day, and I sauté kale or collard greens as a side dish with dinner at least 4 times a week. I massage raw kale with a little olive oil and lemon juice to make it tender and delicious. The key is consistency. Eating greens daily keeps your vitamin K levels stable, which is how it should be for bone health. Food number 4 is blueberries, and I eat 1 cup of them every single day, usually on top of my morning Greek yogurt. This is my inflammation fighter. Chronic inflammation is like a silent fire burning in your body, damaging tissues, including those in your inner ear, nerves, and joints. This inflammation causes dizziness, reduces proprioception, that's your body's sense of where it is in space, and contributes to balance problems. Blueberries are one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory foods on Earth. They're packed with anthocyanins, which are antioxidant compounds that cross the blood-brain barrier and reduce inflammation in your nervous system and vestibular system. A groundbreaking study from the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that daily blueberry consumption improved balance and coordination in aging adults within just 12 weeks. The researchers believe the anthocyanins protect the inner ear structures from oxidative damage, But blueberries do something else amazing. They improve cognitive function, which is directly linked to balance. Your brain processes balance signals from your eyes, ears, and proprioceptive senses. Better brain function means better balance processing. I buy frozen organic blueberries in bulk because they're more affordable and actually retain their nutrients very well. I thaw a cup every morning for my yogurt, and sometimes I'll have a second serving as an afternoon snack. If blueberries aren't available or affordable where you live, blackberries, raspberries, and even dark cherries have similar anti-inflammatory benefits. Food number 5 is whole eggs, and I eat 2 of them at least 5 days per week. This is my inner ear support. Your inner ear contains tiny calcium crystals called otoliths that help you sense gravity and movement. These crystals can become displaced or deteriorate with age, causing vertigo and balance problems, a condition called benign paroxysmal positional vertigo, or BPPV. Eggs, specifically the yolks, are one of the few natural food sources of vitamin D. Vitamin D is absolutely critical for calcium metabolism and inner ear health. Studies show that people with vitamin D deficiency are significantly more likely to experience BPPV and balance disorders. One study in the journal Neurology found that vitamin D supplementation reduced the recurrence of BPPV by 24% in seniors. But I get my vitamin D from food rather than relying only on supplements, because whole foods contain cofactors that help with absorption. But eggs give you more than just vitamin D. The protein in eggs provides all essential amino acids for muscle maintenance. The choline in egg yolks supports nerve function, and they're one of the most affordable, versatile protein sources available. I typically have 2 eggs for breakfast 3 days a week, and I'll have them for lunch or dinner the other 2 days. Scrambled, poached, hard-boiled, it doesn't matter. The key is eating the whole egg, not just the whites, because the yolk contains the vitamin D. For maximum vitamin D, look for eggs from pasture-raised chickens. They can have 3 to 4 times more vitamin D than conventional eggs. Now you might be wondering, how do I actually eat all 5 of these foods every day? Let me show you my simple daily meal plan. Breakfast: Greek yogurt, topped with 1 cup of blueberries plus 2 eggs on the side. This gives me 3 of the 5 foods right away, and it takes less than 10 minutes to prepare. Lunch: a large salad with at least 2 cups of mixed dark, leafy greens, and on Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, I add 4 to 6 ounces of baked salmon on top. The other days, I'll add chickpeas or grilled chicken for protein. Dinner: a balanced meal with lean protein, vegetables, often sautéed kale or collard greens, and a complex carb like sweet potato or quinoa. On days I don't have salmon at lunch, I'll have it here. Snacks: if I need a snack, I'll have more berries, a hard-boiled egg, or some Greek yogurt. That's it. Nothing complicated, nothing expensive, just 5 foods integrated into normal, delicious meals. If you're just starting, don't try to overhaul everything at once. Start with 1 food. Maybe add blueberries to your breakfast this week. Next week, add the Greek yogurt. Build gradually. It took me about 3 months to fully establish this routine, but I noticed balance improvements within the first 6 weeks. My dizziness decreased. I felt more stable. My physical therapist's tests showed measurable improvement. After 15 years of eating this way, I genuinely believe these 5 foods saved me from the falls and fractures that rob so many seniors of their independence. So there you have it. The 5 foods that transformed my balance and kept me fall-free for over 15 years at age 92. wild-caught salmon for nerve protection and inflammation reduction, Greek yogurt for muscle building and bone support, dark leafy greens for bone strengthening and mineral support, blueberries for fighting inflammation and protecting your inner ear, and whole eggs for inner ear health and vitamin D. These aren't magic foods. They're not going to work overnight, but if you eat them consistently, they address the root causes of balance decline, nerve damage, muscle loss, bone weakness, inflammation, and inner ear deterioration. At 77, I was terrified of falling. At 92, I'm more stable than people 20 years younger than me. That's not luck. It's the daily decision to nourish my body with foods that support balance and prevent falls. Falls are not an inevitable part of aging. Balance problems are not something you just have to live with. You have more control than you think. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more healthy aging nutrition tips. Drop a comment below and let me know which of these 5 foods you're going to start with. I read every comment and I love hearing from you. Most importantly, share this video with anyone concerned about falls, your parents, your grandparents, your friends. This information could literally prevent a life-changing injury. Thank you for watching, and here's to your balance, your stability, and your independence.